Hello everyone, welcome to our small library. We together read. Today is Our Moon by Jane Yolen, illustrated by John Chanel. Okay. caldecott-me달, 1988. Our Moon. It was late one winter night, long past my bedtime, when Fa and I went owling. There was no wind. The trees stood still as giant statue, and the moon was so bright the sky seemed to shine. Somewhere behind us a train whistle blew, long and low, like a sad, sad song. I could hear it through the woolen cap Fa had pulled down over my ears. A farm dog answered the train, and then a second dog joined in. They sang out, trains and dogs, for a real long time. And when their voice faded away, it was as quiet as a dream. We walked on toward the woods, Fa and I. Our feet crunched over the crisp snow, and little gray footprints followed us. Fa made a long shadow, but mine was short and round. I had to run after him every now and then to keep up, and my short, round shadow bumped after me. But I never called out, "If you go owling, you have to be quiet." That's what Fa always says. I had been waiting to go owling with Fa for a long, long time. We reached the line of pine trees, black and funny against the sky, and Fa held up his hand. I stopped right where I was and waited. He looked up as if searching the stars, as if reading a map up there. The moon made his face into silver mask. Then he called. The sound of a great horn owl. Again he called out, and then again. After each call he was silent, and for a moment we both listened, but there was no answer. Fa shut, and I shut. I was not disappointed. My brothers all said, "Sometimes there's an owl, and sometimes there isn't." We walked on. I could feel the cold, as if someone's ice hand was palm down on my back, and my nose and the top of my cheeks felt cold and hot at the same time. But I never said a word. If you go owling, you have to be quiet and make your own heat. We went into the woods. The shadows were the blackest things I had ever seen. They stand the white snow. My mouth felt furry, for the scarf over it was wet and warm. I didn't ask what kind of things hide behind the black trees in the middle of the night. When you go owling, you have to be brave. Then we came to a clearing in the dark woods. The moon was high above us. It seemed to fit exactly over the center of the clearing, and the snow below it was whiter than the milk in a cereal bowl. I sighed and Fa half of his hand at the sound. I put my mittens over the scarf over my mouth and listened hard. And then Fa called. I listened and looked so hard, my ears hurt and my ears got cloudy with the cold. Fa raised his face to call out again, but before he could open his mouth, an echo came threading its way through the trees. Fa almost smiled. Then he called back. Just as if he and the owl were talking about supper, or about the woods, or the moon, or the cold. I took my mitten off the scarf of my mouth, and I almost smiled too. The owl's call came closer from high up in the trees on the edge of the meadow. Nothing in the meadow moved. All of a sudden, an owl shadow, part of the big tree shadow, lifted off and flew right over us. We watched silently. We hid in our mouths the heat of all those words we had not spoken. The shadow hoot again. Fa turned on his big flashlight and caught the owl just as it was landing on a branch. For 1 minute, 3 minutes, maybe even 100 minutes, we stared at one another. Then the owl formed its great wings and leapt off the branch like a shadow without sound. It flew back into the forest. "Time to go home," Fa said to me. I knew then I could talk. I could even laugh out loud, but I was a shadow as we walked home. When you go owling, you don't need words or warmth or anything but hope. That's what Fa says. The kind of hope that flies on silent wings under the shining moon. Did you have a funny story? Thank you for listening. Our Moon. The end. Bye bye. See you next time.